Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Tuesday the 12th of February. I almost said December then, just wishing the time away, anyway, February. So where are we? We're looking at the euro dollar first here, and well, for 6 days down now. We've had 6 consecutive days down, broken some lows here. We're running into some support from previous lows, which could provide a bit of a bounce. Now we have got the weekly pivot above, and at the moment we've got the daily pivot above, so there is potential that we could see some sort of support. We're into the weekly S1 as I speak. At the moment it looks like a real bear flag sort of move, which could see it coming up maybe a bit further. I personally, if I was looking to short this morning, I'd be looking to see a break of that pivot there. A touch of the pivot there, ideally first. Obviously there's a trend line across the lows here, which we could be selling on the break of that either, otherwise, and just look for the downside. Now we did caught the pivot yesterday, so well, may just go without us this morning. We have to have a look, but it does still look rather soft, but I do wonder when it's selling off in so many days in a row that you'll see some sort of at least an inside bar if nothing else. So let's just watch for today and see how it runs. The pound, well, not too dissimilar in terms of a strong sell-off yesterday. Obviously we haven't seen 6 days in a row here, but nonetheless a solid down day yesterday, looking like it was going to head towards that daily 50 at some point, having a bit of a breather here, and I wouldn't be surprised again if we didn't see it consolidate in the range on this 4-hourly bars at the moment. You see a tiny little range at the moment, and once again I would like to see the daily pivot hit first. So if I was looking to short this, I'd rather to be seeing this out the way. Otherwise, if it does run down, I may even be looking long side, depending on the shape of the pattern and everything there. But it may actually be a long side target at some point. But for now, just chopping sideways. Difficult to point the finger completely to, but the near-term trend is to the downside. So that sort would be my preference. However, I would like to see that daily pivot hit first. So that's where we are with the pound. The dollar yen. Dollar yen continues to move up. It's pushed through that daily 50 overnight there. It's looking now towards its daily 200, so continuing its move to the upside by the looks of things. Slow old week last week, and we've done more this week in a couple of days than we did in the whole range of last week, just about, or near enough. In fact, I think we have. So a couple of days really pushed it up there. From here, we're to, well, it does look like we've got more upside. We have got a daily pivot untouched below, which could be a draw at some point, but for now the upside looks like it's got the best potential. But getting into a trade really, well, I'd be wary actually, because it has got a bit of divergence off these highs actually between the more recent highs. It's probably lost it now. Worked it off and this bit in the middle, but I'd just be a little bit wary of this in terms of, but I would prefer, if I was buying this or looking to buy this, I'd be looking to buy into something like the 21, so I need a little retracement, so maybe a patience day. The Aussie and CAD, I'm just going to run through them on a 60-minute, because you'll see you don't need much more than this. It's just chopping along merrily. Has got some potential for upside, I think, maybe in the short term, but preference for me would be looking at this slightly higher time frames here. Well, I can see divergences, and I can see that people would be looking to buy into these. They've got potential. It's wary, but there is the weekly pivot as a target, maybe the 50 or whatever else. So short term they may just get, as I said, a lot of these markets look a bit almost extended to some degree, and could give some better bounces, but there is a possibility there. My preference is to wait and short them. That's the Aussie and the Canadian dollar, well, inverted. At the moment, holding its own in terms of not managed to break through that 200, 4-hourly 200. I was looking at this on a daily basis. If it could roll from here, we could see any strength coming through in oil prices. We could see a bit of a rollover here. It's got some reasonable fundamentals here, and it's just being thrown out with the bathwater effectively with the US dollar rising so much. So we could potentially see this little pattern here broken to the downside, but at the moment this wedge may be maybe just continuation pattern. We'll see how it pushes through today, but short term it's very difficult to be doing too much with. It is, much as I keep on saying, it is more of a swing trader trading currency for me. Okay, that's pretty much it. News-wise today, we've got inflation. Well, we've had those inflation expectations from New Zealand. Okay, fine, they're out of the way. We've got the German Buber president Wiedmann speaking at 8:20. Now he's quite influential. He may be the next Draghi, next chair of the ECB, I believe. So he could be. What he starts saying, he's always been quite influential, but he could be more influential, and particularly as Germany is in a funny old condition at the moment, he has become a more significant speaker. So watch out for that 8:20. Then at 1 o'clock we've got Carney speaking, talking about what is he talking about this time? Due to speak about the economic outlook and global trade tensions in London. Well, there we are. He'll be full of the joys of spring. And then we've got Fed Chair Powell speaking at 5:45, so due to deliver a speech entitled Economic Development in the High Poverty Rural Communities. Okay, most likely have lesser effect on the current markets there. So they're just two speakers to watch out for today, 8:20 or 1 p.m. Have a great day. Bye for now.